Hello and welcome to Backyard History Battles. Today we'll be discussing how you can clean and care for your leathers. This is a topic that isn't really talked about much, but as reenactors it is important that we take care of our leathers, some of which in our collection can be very costly. If we are cleaning, treating, and oiling them regularly, they will last us many, many years. The products I'll be using in this video are saddle soap and Huber's shoe oil. Some additional items you might want are a large boot brush, a smaller applicator brush, and a rag. Both the saddle soap and the Huber's shoe oil I purchased off of Amazon. Feeblings is the brand of saddle soap that I went with, and it's pretty easy to come by, and as far as I'm aware, a pretty trusted brand. You can get this in either the white or yellow color, and they're virtually about the same. When caring for your boots, or any of your leathers for that matter, the first step is to try to remove any dried on, caked on mud. And I really only have a little bit here. You can use a stick or any kind of toothpick to try and get that off. I wouldn't use anything that's too abrasive. You might damage the leather. When it comes to the soles of your boots, you can get a little more aggressive. And the same goes for around the welts. As you can see, I have some mud down along the welts. You want to try to get that out. I'm getting it everywhere, but the next step will be to take your large boot brush and try to just dust off as much of that dust and dirt that is loose as you can. Something I want to add is you want to make sure you take the laces out. Take careful note of how you lace them. The proper way is to lace them with an Oxford style, which I do not actually have them laced as currently, so that's something that I can fix. But really, I don't know that Civil War soldiers paid much mind to the way that they laced their shoes, but they say that an Oxford style is the most accurate. So that's just what I would do, is take out your laces. On a side note, if your boots or any of your leathers get damp and you store them in a tote, as you're coming home from a reenactment, that makes them susceptible to mold. So here I have a pair of boots that I am going to demonstrate how to remove the mold on. And then from there, you can then use your saddle soap, but I just want to show this has like a little extra side step in case that your boots are a little moldy. What you will want is a spray bottle or just a mixture of half and half water and vinegar, equal parts, and then that will break that mold down. The first step would be to just try to brush off as much excess as you can. Careful not to, breathe it. But it's on there pretty good, so then we're going to use that vinegar solution. So this appears to be some pretty tough mold, so I'm going to use this water solution with vinegar. Spray that on there. Don't get it too wet, and use an applicator brush. This is what I'm referring to as an applicator brush. Don't know if that's the proper term, but that's just what I'm calling it. You could get these on Amazon as well, or Temu for that matter. That's where these came from. The vinegar is what's going to really kill the mold spores. I really did kind of get it on there a little heavy, so I'm just going to use a rag and kind of wipe that off. So, as you can see, the mold is cured, and then I can go ahead and use some saddle soap on these boots if I'd like to. The soles of the boots are actually pretty bad as well, so I just hit those a little bit. All right, now that you've cared for the loose dirt and the potential mold, you're ready to use your saddle soap. So here I just have a cup with a little bit of water. I just dip the brush in it just a bit. You don't want it too wet, just enough to kind of work a lather with your saddle soap. So you got a little bit of soap on there. And you just want to try to evenly distribute and just rub that lather in to the boot. Now, this will really help nourish that leather, even without using any kind of shoe oil or anything, because I mean, really, saddle soap in of itself is an oil-based product. I mean, it's using fats that really help enrich, and you want to try to get the best you can in all the nooks and crannies. Now, unlike most soaps or most processes where you're cleaning things, you kind of want the soap to dry rather than just wiping it off. And really, if I were nice to my boots, I'd get a pair of shoe trees, something that will keep the shape. So you're just kind of going with a circular motion or however best fits. I just go with a circular motion. Stuff like this, there's really no right or wrong way, as long as you're not saturating your leather with a bunch of water that's going to cause them to mold. But really, you're going to learn how to clean them how you see fit as you go along. You know, you're going to learn what products you like, what products you don't. I don't like to say a certain way is correct or a certain way isn't correct, because everybody does things differently depending on how they've learned it or who's taught them. These brogans, or your boots or leathers, they're 100% leather, so the sole's included. You're going to want to do the same for these. And while you let that sit for a little bit, you can move on to your next booty. Once again, maybe dampen your brush. Nice lather. Just kind of want to brush it on all over the place. Evenly distribute that. So you can always put your hand down inside the boot if you don't have shoe trees to help you keep that shape. Now that you've lathered them up with a little bit of saddle soap, it's time to kind of brush that off. Just gonna brush off all that loose dirt that saddle soap pulled to the top. Now that you have cleaned your brogans or your leathers, whatever it is you are currently working on, you can darken them with some boot polish or leather blackening. A good brand would be Saphir. You can find it on Amazon, or I'm sure they have a website as well. We're going to move on to oiling our brogans with some of that Hubert shoe oil I showed you. Okay, now that your boots are clean, you're ready to add some oil to them. You could use Hubert shoe oil, you could use Hubert shoe grease, you could use other brands that work all the same. This is just to help moisturize the leather and extend the longevity, whether it's your boots or your cartridge box, your belt, whatever. I'll be using one of these little puff balls that you can get. These are typically for applying dyes and stuff to the leather, but it should work pretty good for oil. So like I said, we're just using Hubert shoe oil. I got my shoe, and if you don't have one of these, a nice rag will do all the same. I have a rag here. When I first got this, I had to use pliers to open it. They seal these pretty well, so that's something to keep in mind. So I'll just kind of dip it down in there. You do got quite a bit of shoe to cover, so just kind of, you know, apply it all over. You could always stick your hand down inside here to get that shape to help it apply. Getting it in all the nooks and crannies. And it does smell rather oily because, I mean, it's oil. Keep that in mind. If you don't want your room to stink, you might want to do it outside. Here's your finished product. And you can also oil your laces as well. You can oil the soles. I did not do that, but just oil as much as you can. It's not going to hurt these boots. By doing this frequently, you're going to increase the amount of use that you get out of your boots. So, and any other leathers for that matter, this process could still apply. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that Civil War brogans were laced in an Oxford style. I was going to go ahead and show you how that is done. For reference, they'll look like this. What you'll want to do is obviously take your lace. You'll first want to go down through the top, like so. Definitely making sure that your laces are even as you go along. See here, I always try to match them up tip to tip. I just kind of yank them. So that just will always pull even. All right, so there you go. There's your first lace. Your next step will be to skip a hole with one of your strings, like so. Skip that hole, pull that one through. Your next lace will go in the hole right next to the first hole there. The one that goes right next goes straight across, like so. So that's creating that bar. Now that you've done that, this shoelace will do the same, straight across to the other side, creating that third bar. From there, the laces did get kind of uneven. So you just want to pull them, get them to even out. It's pretty good. And then this one will go across again. This one will go across just the same. You can loop-de-loop and pull. Now your shoes are looking cool. So that's how you tie it in an Oxford style. In this video, I emphasized cleaning footwear, or for the most part, brogans, but the same techniques could be used for a wider range of leathers, whether it's your straps on your knapsack or your belt, cartridge box. It really does not matter. The same techniques can be applied. The main takeaway is you just want to make sure your leathers are supple and that they are cared for and they're nourished so they don't crack or break, or you lose several years worth of life that could have been preserved. As always, I hope you enjoyed this installment on the Reenactor's Guide, and we hope to see you back here on Backyard History Battles.